Hi, everybody. It's Joy and Steve,
Hey
and
guys.
we are back for our weekly update. We missed last week, and we want to share a little bit about what happened and why we weren't here. So let's start with that, Steve.
Yeah, thanks, Joy. And I too say hi. Hi, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, we had with some of the staff, there was a death in the family. And so working through all of that last week sort of put us into that diverting stage. And so thanks for allowing us to take a week where we weren't communicating very well, but we want to get back with that today for sure.
So we kind of want to do a recap of where we left off the last time. One of the things that you had brought up in that recap was that we had hired an attorney and give us an update of what they're working on in Haiti on behalf of GLA.
Yeah, thanks, Joy. This week has continued to be a pretty intense journey with this, and long story short, as you had noted, and as we've been reiterating, is that the word was that there is needs that the kids aren't being met, and so investigating that, as you noted, we brought in our attorney into that in Port-au-Prince. But now, along with that, with how we've been working with IBSR, the thing to keep in mind, and I know you know this, Joy, and I think most of you guys as people that follow GLA, you know this, but all of these kids are directly, almost they're the kids of the social Haiti Social Services, which is IBSR. So everything we do has to be under their authorization, right? So as we're working through that, I am so conscious that we stay legal with that and do things correctly and not just, in some pioneering spirit of how we think it is. So working with the attorney, we are now working with in Haiti to work directly with kids that are in the social system. You need to have a licensed social worker. So I am now in working with our team in Haiti to bring on a social worker both in the south and down in Okai area, and also in the Port-au-Prince area, because we have kids that had been part of GLA are in both areas. And again, I think you know this, Joy, and a lot of you guys know this, that passage between the south and Port-au-Prince is almost impossible. The gangs have it all shut down, and so it's really hard to get from one area to the other. So with us hiring and bringing on a social worker in each area to work directly with these families under the authorization of IBSR. Because before, again, and this is old news, but we were relying on Overture with their social workers and their staff. And we've obviously found that not to be competent. So that's what I'm working on.
Well, and I think the benefit, one of the many benefits is, uh, we'll have information readily available about what's really going on.
Mm.
We hear from a group of people that the kids aren't being taken care of, and then we hear from another group that they are being taken care of. And so this is kind of the next step of finding out who is being taken care of, and if children aren't, who aren't.
Mm. Yeah, for sure. And to keep in mind, and I know you know this, Joy, and you share my passion with this, but as I hear reports of kids not being taken care of and going to the hospital and having medical needs and issues, my heart breaks because I know each of these kids. They've been part of GLA's life for a long time. So it's unfortunate that we have to continually navigate through the legalities that a system such as Haiti puts in our way. But I am intent, and I know the board is, the staff is our Haitian staff. We're not okay with these reports of these kids not being okay. We're not okay with not only not okay with it, like there's something that stirs in my heart of saying I have to do something, and it's difficult because obviously right now I'm not in Haiti. I'll be there in 2 weeks, but I'm not now, and even our staff in Haiti is so limited into what they could do. So it's just been really difficult to try to navigate through that frustration, the tears of crying for the kids, and yet trying to figure out what we can do, staying in that legal system of Haiti.
Well, and one of the questions that came up, which was a great question, is um, how are how is our relationship going to be long term with the special needs kids?
Mhm.
Um,
I'm glad you brought that up, Joy. You're absolutely correct. Obviously, with our our vision now of going directly with the kids where they're at as social workers, it changes that completely than where we were with Overture, because a lot of that planning had been with Overture and their long-term plans of how they mold long-term special needs kids into their program. Now we're saying, okay, we're going to set our own boundaries and our own vision of that. So we are really needing to pioneer through how that looks. My heart and passion is that those special needs kids never quit getting support as long as they're alive in Haiti. So as we branch into this new social, direct social workers working directly with the families, we need to find a way to make that happen. That we're supporting and working with these special needs kids as long as they're alive in Haiti, because obviously they can't do that for themselves.
Well, and I really think it's such a great solution that we'll have our own social workers on staff that really put the needs of the kids first and that we get that information firsthand. Great solution. As you mentioned, you're going to Haiti in 2 weeks. So next week on our weekly update, we're going to talk about what that trip looks like, the meetings you have set up, what the goals are, and kind of an update of where we're at in our legal situation as well. So thank you so much. And I will see you next week.
Thanks, guys.